What's going on, Star Wars fam? And your bro host, Chris Ryans.
And I'm Daniel Miller, and welcome to Broaxium's 5-year anniversary.
Now, this is going to be fun. We're going to reminisce. We're going to reminisce a little. Hopefully some guests will show up. And so you may want to buckle up, baby.
And let's punch it. Did punch it?
Dan, there's the double punch it. It was in the video. I messed up on the intro.
I got it. I did it. I was like, what happened?
No, you did it. I was looking for the video button. I was like, I gotta click the thing. I was like, oh no.
Oh my God. I don't care.
Anyway,
it was perfect in my eyes.
That's how
Loved every second of it. That intro was freaking awesome. Not as great as my camera. No, I'm just kidding. This camera sucks.
We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Dan and I have been doing this since 2018. Sheesh, oh man. I didn't know we'd make it this far. I didn't think I'd survive.
Honestly, I didn't even know this would even happen. It was, it was a real crazy time in my life. I remember, and I was with these guys, and it was basically this dude who was like a con artist. Like it was this dude from England who like tried to con his way into making all of this money off of like Star Wars podcasting. I don't know what, it was nuts. And he like got us into these cool events and all this crazy stuff. I got like a free propelled drone, and he had like this Twitter account that had like almost 400,000 Twitter followers. And we were like, sure, we'll do stuff for you. But it all ended up like crapping out. My buddy Brian, we were doing a thing together with them, and after that, I wasn't sure what was going to happen, who I was going to, I was like, I can't do this all on my own. I don't want to. And hanging out with good old Tal Swift.
Yep.
Right.
I remember. I joined Tal. I forgot when. I got like damn near recruited into Tal Swift. By what was her name again? Joanne. Was that her name?
Joanna.
Yeah. She had brought me in. It was a group. I think it's still on Facebook, but they had like 30,000 strong. And it was a positive group of Star Wars fans, and like that's what I was looking for. Because it was back then after or around Force Awakens time, it was a little bit on the negative side and divided. Not as divided as it got in 2017, but divided.
The Last Jedi was like the Big Bang.
Yeah. So for me, like what happened is on Tal Swift, I was doing every Tuesday, I would write out these like little previews of Star Wars comics while I'm sitting at work. And so I do that, and I put that on Tal Swift. And people liked it and whatnot, got to see these comics and preview the comics, because it was all, for me, it was all about getting people to read these Star Wars comics and whatnot. And Dan was in the group as well. He found me. You came to the one event that I had at Atomic City Comics as we were celebrating all the Star Wars movies. And
I was there on a date. Took a date with me.
Yeah, you did. And it pretty much started. It started from there. Like a couple months later, something like that. You hit me up about, we should do a channel and talk about comics and this and that. And in 2018, at the beginning of 2018, my dad had passed away, and I was like, I'm not ready to do anything, right now. So until I was like, mentally ready to do this and whatnot, and got out of my head a little bit, we started working on the show, what it's going to be about, all that kind of stuff. So that was that's how it started. And then that one night I hit you up and I was sick. I was all hopped up on was it NyQuil or something?
I remember driving from from the comic book shop. Like we were already like we were talking about what we wanted to do, making it a video thing, planning when we were going to meet up and shoot our first thing. And I just remember like being on 95 and just, luckily not crashing into the median wall because of how amazing the name was. Dude, it was right at the height of Solo,
the
height of Solo, and Coaxium. And dude, when you just said that word, I was like, you better trademark that shit
right now.
Yeah,
no, I was banging my head against the wall. Like, what? I was like, what is an O sounding word? Because I'm like, it's two dudes and we're going to be talking about comics. I'm like, we'll do the bro thing, because the bro thing back then was not.
But see, we're Philly, brotherly love, just bro.
Yeah,
like that's it. The brotherly shove, brotherly love. Like it's all where we at.
But I was like, who, what Star Wars word is there that's like O sounding, whatever. And there's some, but then I was just like, we're fresh off of Solo, and like Coaxium. I was like,
yeah.
I didn't even say the word out loud. I was just like,
I know. I didn't even. I don't even think we really threw any other names out there. I think it was like the first thing that like came up, and it was like, print it.
Yeah, that was it.
What does Raven say? Mark the tape. That's it. I think that's what it is.
Raven.
But yeah, it's been a wild ride since. Like you and I have both. You didn't go to Orlando.
Nope.
You missed out. And that's
I bought the pass.
Right.
And then all my friends had
but we went to we got to go to Chicago together, and then we went to Anaheim together. There's no way we're gonna make it to Japan. We're just too poor.
Oh no. If I can make it to London, I'm not making it to
If
Japan.
Anybody wants to pack, to just take us with you as a gift,
Shoot. Put
we
me in
would
a suitcase.
go.
I'll be all right. Give me a little light. I'll be fine. Poke holes in the suitcase. I'm good.
It has been awesome though, man. Like I remember before COVID, I would be at the shop every freaking Tuesday night. I would get my fried rice from the store next and my orange soda.
Golden Empress. Yep.
Sit down, eat my shit up while you would finish up, doing the drawer and the till, whatever you had to do, closing up. And then boom, it was we would just do our thing. And I loved it, man. I
loved it, and I hated it
at the same time.
And because like my work day starts at whatever time in the morning, yada yada, until the store closes, and then I go home and then I'm editing until 7 a.m. because my computer's a piece of shit. So so I'm glad that we have streamlined it and whatnot. Especially I love the format that we're doing now for quick shots. I love it.
Yeah. So, it was like a goddamn production when we had to do it before.
Oh yeah, because we're doing skits and all that kind of stuff, and
making sure we had the right light.
Oh,
good times.
Speaking of quick shot clips, Dan, when we were doing our little bits and whatnot, here's one of them. It's kind of goofy. It's only like a minute long. Boom.
Now you guys remember issue 62, right? Leia is getting her team together. Now we have the big three: Han, Luke, and Leia. Now we have Benthic, Two Tubes, and his band of partisans for some muscle. We have Miordi, the slicer. Gotta slice into those computers, everybody. And then we also have Tunga, the shapeshifter. Now remember the shapeshifter from Attack of the Clones? The one that got the dart right to the neck. Oh yeah, the old Shaba dart. Oh my god, that movie was so awesome. Remember that one part? Anakin and Obi-Wan chasing him down. Anakin jumped off the freaking thing, and then he was flying through the air, and then Obi-Wan had no idea what was going on.
All right, let's get back on track.
Anyway. Anyway, Leia was getting her team together, and she got it together.
Yeah, I remember that.
Get it together, Dan.
This has cut my excitement right in half.
I'm sorry, had to do it. So we got a few people that want to jump in real quick and say what's up.
Bring them in.
Want to bring him in? All right, we'll bring the first one. We were talking about this guy earlier, weren't we? Good guy, good, salt of the earth. I've said that all along. This guy, you know what? He doesn't try to cause trouble. He doesn't try to cause trouble or anything like that. He's a good egg. All right. He doesn't go poking at Star Wars theory or something like that. Never. Does he do that? No, he's a good guy. Good guy.
There's no
great individual.
thoughts of this guy.
Yeah. And it's my podcast partner from Force Connect, one of, and that is the Podfather himself, Pete Fletcher.
Oh, hey guys! I was just hitting Star Wars theories up for bricks and screws again.
Put it down.
What is up, boyos? Happy 5-year anniversary! 5 years, dudes. That's amazing. Somebody posted before that it lasted longer than his 3 marriages, dude. It's true. I mean, podcasts come and go, but you guys have stuck it out, and it's really awesome. It's been great to get to know both you guys over the years from this, and
likewise,
and awesome that Chris, we were able to steal you away for all. Clearly, you don't have any time, but yet you found Friday nights for us, which we appreciate for sure.
Hey,
love
listen,
hanging out with you.
One of the things that I can't do on Broaxium, because I'm older than everyone, with the exception of maybe Mark, because I think he and I are the same age, but I can't old man talk Star Wars talk with these youngins.
Right.
On the Broaxium family. So, I had to venture forth with my oldies and get it done.
Yeah, it's fun. And I do have to say, one day I will.
Raven is still younger than me, so she does it. She counts among the youngins. She has to understand that.
She's is she in the chat? I haven't
Maybe
seen
he's in her early 30s.
Early. Are you kidding? She's late 20s. Come on.
Yeah,
most likely.
So but yeah, I mean, and I can honestly tell you that my son, it was like he wanted to go to Comic-Con in New York, which I'm glad we didn't go to because I saw the pictures. It looked like a freaking like germaphobe's nightmare. It was disturbing. But little Jack was like, we got to bring Mr. Chris to go to Comic-Con. We got to go together. So that's just speaks volumes. But and Dan, with your little one, dude, it's been so cool to watch you becoming a father and all the stuff that you have ahead of you with all your son axiom or whatever. Let me tell you,
son axiom.
Son of Staros, I don't know. But I'll tell you, man, there is nothing like watching Star Wars stuff. There was a recent series on Disney Plus that I won't talk about, but my son was very much like, is there a new episode this week? We got to watch it. And that dude, Dan, when that happens,
you're talking about the little kid one?
No, I'm talking about the one with the lady with the blue and white head tails.
Oh yeah, okay. That's
right.
Yes. Yeah, your son's a lot older than mine. I'm thinking about the
young Jedi stuff.
That is awesome.
That's perfect for it. And you know what? Actually, my son really enjoyed Resistance. I did not, but
Resistance is awesome.
He absolutely loved that. And so but that's what's awesome about Star Wars right now. Between you guys cover all the comic books and the books and stuff. There's a ton of stuff there. Fletch Axiom. There you go. I like that, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
T-shirt.
I feel like I've just been knighted or something.
Everything's an axiom. We can axiom everything if you're working.
Dan Axiom, Chris Axiom, Fry Axiom.
Do it.
Yeah. So, but no, seriously, guys, I am so excited for you guys. And I did, the only access I have to comic books is watching your quick shots. That's the only, not access. That's the only thing I know about comic books. I get the 60-second version, and I always go, I can promise you this is my reaction every time. Oh, that looks like a good one. And then that's as far as I go.
Well, we talked about this straight from the beginning when it came to spoilers and all that stuff. And we were like, we don't want to put crap out there that's going to spoil people. We like we want to lead them in. We'll get the previews always give you a little bit at the beginning, and we pretty much just always kind of want to give you the beginning, and right when the meat and like the whatever climax and everything start to happen and you start finding things out, we try to just draw you in to pick up that comic book at the comic book store. We don't get paid to do it. We just we know how much people hate spoilers, and if we're not doing reviews, we're doing previews, and we just want you to go out and get it and read it for yourself.
How long does it take you guys to put one of those things together? Because the production value is so much at that
the old stuff.
The ones that when you guys do your weekly quick shots, how long does it take you guys to
like
put
now
together?
because we do now
60 seconds.
I mean, like I'll get the stuff together, like the images and all that kind of stuff, and I'll do that in CapCut or Premiere or whatever. And between reading it, writing out what you're going to say, and then
the prodigy Keith was the one who showed Chris CapCut.
Yeah,
CapCut.
Not CapCut, but the shorts. The shorts.
Yeah,
he showed me like about doing them in shorts, and like that was like Keith came through like gangbusters.
Yeah.
So it cut down from us doing the videos and being all night, or doing a full blown like edit on my Adobe Premiere or something like that with my crappy computer, to me just doing it on my phone. It's cut it down from 7 hours to 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's amazing. You were always with your computer or whatever. I mean, you're cutting like 1080, 60 frames per second film. Yeah. So it took a while. I mean, it's a lot of data,
especially with this computer.
Yeah, it's. I can only imagine, but it's definitely the streamlining process was like good for me because it was easier on Chris. I was just like, fine, and everyone, and now we have an army.
Yeah. I love the crew that we have for Quick Shots. We got Claire who does Dr. Afrin. I think she asked about doing some more like different ones, and there are a lot of books that are coming out. So I know we have her. We've got the Star Bros, Ben and Jan doing stuff. Rick Villanueva is on there now. Keith, who does the hyperspace stories. Keith Yard, Father Son Galaxy, and he's been killing it. Dan, who does Vader and D Squad. I do a few of the books, Star Wars, and I do Bounty Hunters and whatever other stuff. Who am I missing? Dan? Is that it?
Ben?
No,
because you don't like Ben.
I said Ben. Yeah, I can't stand.
Wow,
But,
I can't believe you literally forgot Ben.
No, I said Ben earlier.
No, you
whatever.
Didn't.
Who cares?
No, you did. No, Ben. He didn't say your name.
Staying out of that one.
Yeah. But sure. It's I have a fantastic team behind me on those, and looking to grow that team to do these books, because there's a lot of comics coming out.
There are. I mean, and you know me, I never miss one. Wait. I mean, I've missed every one. That's what I meant to say. I've missed all of them.
All right, so we can go to our next guest. This comic hater needs to go.
I'm not a comic hater, but hey, so seriously, guys, I won't take up a lot of your time. I know you got a bunch of other people hanging out, but
definitely there's a line.
I'm so happy to have gotten to know you guys over the years, and I continue to be just a huge fan. And Dan, we've been saying it for a while. We don't live that far from each other. Bring the baby to New Hope, and let's go hang out. And I'll put the Phillies hat on my son, and we'll go and we'll walk around town and we'll grab a beer. So
yeah, he's miserable, right? He's teething, and he doesn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger anymore. Why are you crying?
It's not
Stop it.
All right, children of the corn. Good night, guys. Good to see you.
All right, sir.
May the force be with you for another 5 to 50 years.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by, Pete.
Thanks for having me, guys. See ya.
Right, See ya.
All right. Next,
we
got a whole lot. We got a line of people that's giving me anxiety because I don't want all these people to wait.
I'm so nervous. All right. So here we go. Here's our next one. And this is someone that I met while doing Force Connect, and he has bounced over Broaxium, and he's been checking out Shooting the Poodoos, as I see. And you see with us right now, he's got his own podcast called Honest to Claude. That's my man.
Oh, it's Eric.
Yo.
That's
the merch.
Is it? Oh, nice.
Speaking of finding the time, that's another thing I need to find the time for, is to hop on an episode with you, Eric. But welcome.
It'll
And
happen eventually.
He's always hanging out with me and Roke doing BX gaming like every night. So it's a
Stroke gang.
That's right, scrote gang. You gotta, if you feel it in your Chris, if you feel it in your scrote, you just gotta go for it. You know?
You have to go back a couple episodes to understand what we're referring
do
to.
I?
Yeah.
Do I? Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a character in God of War games who just see me out of the blue just said, I feel in my scrote.
Yeah.
And I have been making jokes about scrote.
His
and like using it as
pun
puns,
game.
like whatever scrotes your float or something like that. Like I keep making jokes about it every time I'm on. And it's a beautiful thing.
So it's like it's Kelly Knoxian level of puns, or
I mean, I would
that
actually
level?
say he has got the potential up there with Kelly Knox.
Wow.
I mean, but this is like it's all like about one word, scrote. Just all day, all night.
Like when the character seemingly died, like I responded saying, "Oh, scrotes in the chat." I also made like a few OJ jokes, but whatever.
Oh boy, yes.
But like, it's
been over
it's
10
spooky
years.
season, and what's scarier than my addiction to hentai? But congratulations on 5 years of Broaxium. Like I'm glad I'm way earlier on appearing than I did on Bombad Cast, because I was the last person on at like 1 a.m.
Oh man!
Like, this is way better than the last time I was here for anniversary of a Star Wars duo, or primarily duo.
It's speaking of Bombad Cast, we didn't know. Like I honestly, we saw 8 and forgot that it was 8 Central and not
EST
Eastern time.
Like when I get off this, I'm going to be in their chat because they're doing like Creepypasta episode.
Yeah,
tell them we said hey, man.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
And I'm sorry. I didn't want to be broadcasting at the same time.
We're not trying to be dicks right now.
Like,
I'm sorry. Friends up.
I'm sorry, Scotty and Jerry. We sent you Eric. Have fun with that.
It's like Dan says he's sorry.
But yeah, like I'm proud of how far I've gone. Like I was introduced to both of you by doing voice acting for Blue Bantha Milk. That's how I learned about y'all, and then expanded. It's like, oh, they have a channel too. And I started watching.
The Blue Bantha Milk is some of the best stuff we've ever done. It's so much fun. That's how we really got to collaborate with the rest of the podcasters out here and made so many awesome friends. Was really being involved in that was a big, like, I guess, step for us to make so many other friends and meet so many other people. So that's awesome that you kind of found us through there, because we found so many.
Go to the chat.
Who's that? Roke? That's Roke. Roke's in the chat.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I see him. Come on, let me just.
Oh,
he's not. No, it'll happen when he gets on. We have to break this because we have a special guest that just popped in.
All
Nick,
right.
You're going to be next. Nick, I swear you're going to be next.
Yes.
Someone's in, and I just want to get him in and let him go about his day. He is. Well, before I do that, Eric.
Honest Claude, check it out.
Honest to Claude. Thanks so much for coming through, bro. See you tomorrow night.
Awesome. Scrote goat. Later.
It should be.
All right, cool. I'll see you tomorrow night, bro. All right.
Peace.
Okay, we have a special guest in here, and this person put together a team that is, and I mean this in all sincerity, is like my favorite team in Star Wars. He took characters who and he took characters who were just standing on the Executor in Empire Strikes Back and gave them so much life, and to the point where they're endearing to me. And like one of my favorite friendships is Forluem and Zuckus. It's one of my favorite friendships in Star Wars. I want to bring him in right now. That's writer Ethan Sachs. What is going on, sir?
What's up, dude?
Hey guys, sorry I have COVID and I'm quarantining. My
know.
wife is in
Yeah.
the general area. That's why I have to wear the mask. So
I saw your tweet about that, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
hope
Yeah.
you end up feeling better. And
I mean I'm fine. Just the timing kind of stunk. But
Yeah.
it is. I was supposed to literally. I tested positive like a few hours before I was supposed to get on a plane to California to
man.
do some signings. So, but it is what it is. Just if you guys, it actually makes me look better. Has this bounty hunters like kind of look
Yeah.
to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, just if you can hear me,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, happy to be here. Happy to celebrate. Quite the milestone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was
You.
awesome having you on before and talking comics, man. I think at the time is when you were releasing Halcyon Legacy. That's when that was dropping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple years ago or so. Yeah.
Right. I
So,
just think no, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so I'm a little sad hearing about issue 42.
Yes.
Is it? It's going to be the final issue of Bounty Hunters.
It is, but I'm pretty excited. It might be my favorite one in the whole run. It might be like the favorite issue that I've ever done with Star Wars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's saying something.
I mean, 42 issues. What a run. I mean, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it just
especially
doesn't happen that often in comics anymore, unfortunately. But most of it was with one artist, which is the other thing that doesn't happen very often. And I got to see him actually at New York Comic Con in the Petri dish that was New York Comic Con. But so we basically vowed to work together again at some point. But we are going to. Yeah, I see that, Matt. Yeah, I think it would be perfect for an omnibus. But yeah, it's going to be a 30-page issue and two artists, Jethro Morales and I got Paolo back for the very end, sort of to wrap it up. So it is
nice, fantastic. That because you and Paolo Vinelli were like my favorite like comic tag team.
I know. I was gonna say like Paolo's.
Thank you.
I love
his art was
that
beautiful
team on that book.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have a framed original piece of art. I actually have a few pieces of art from him that we've done together. So, yeah,
nice. That's awesome.
Did you get to spearhead awesome. Like a lot of the whole tie-in series? The whole tie-in series. Did you get to like spearhead a lot of like the organization, like and how that was going to all work out?
So when we did the crossovers, mainly was Charles as the quarterback. That being said, we had weekly Zoom calls. All of us, Alyssa, Greg, Mark Guggenheim, the three editors. Whenever someone had another, like Daniel Older came in for a couple of them. So awesome. Like it just like that's how we were able to connect so well. And Charles is also like just a very giving person. So like he, he'd be like, okay, we're doing War of the Bounty Hunters. I'd like to have Valance and Boba Fett together. What should we do? Kind of thing. So it was very collaborative. It was just amazing. It's a unique period of time where all those books were set in the same time between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So we could do all this kind of stuff. In years past, Star Wars comics were often like, maybe one was set in the prequels, one was set in the like just all over the place. So like, this was a moment in time. That's awesome.
It's awesome that there's so many of you guys like all teaming up the way you do for these series, and it just flows so well. Like when you do these crossovers, it's just like I love it. It just the care and time that's put into it. It's just like thank you, like such a good like vibe you guys got with all of like them coming together.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean it just really love working with these people, so that makes it easier.
Yeah. Well, we're always happy to keep reading.
Yeah. So I see you going from a team of bounty hunters to one legend bounty hunter for your next series in Jango Fett.
Yeah, I've always loved Jango, probably more than Boba, which I know is probably controversial, but What I love
he's
about
the template. He's the original. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I kind of felt like he's had less baggage to, you know what I mean? Like, so if you're writing, especially like I'm writing this story, I haven't revealed it, but it's right before Phantom Menace, so it's kind of like earlier in his career a bit. So I could just kind of, you know, play with that a little bit more. So I just really like him. I kind of feel like, you know, he has that cool visual, obviously, that his son inherited, but it's just there's so much to do with him, and I've loved a lot of the previous comics, you know, that have had him in it. So I'm very much inspired, and this is I would say half mystery, half Western. So thanks, Kelly. See,
I can't wait for her book too. Good God, I can't wait for her.
It's perfect the time. I'm
Dad
just
jokes.
becoming a dad. I'm like so excited.
Yeah, Kelly's one of the funniest people in this galaxy or any other. So
Absolutely,
it's perfect.
It is the perfect timing for me. I'm just excited that I get to come up with all these dad puns and Star Wars stuff, and pretend to my kid that I came up.
Your secret's safe with us.
We're like, thank you, Kelly.
Ethan, man, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, man.
Just wanted
Awesome.
to wish you all a very happy anniversary.
Thank you so much, man.
Keep it up.
We will. Hey, keep the books coming, man. I'm reading them. I'm
Thank you.
reading the crap out of those books. Absolutely. All right, sir. Thank you so much, man.
All right, take care.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
All right. So to keep things going, I'm going to bring in two people because I mean, we know them. We know them well. We love them.
Yeah. Right.
Sort of. At least
we've all
one.
collaborated on
them both
before.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to bring in our my good buddy from Friday nights on Force Connect. My man Nick Milky. Oh,
he's reading.
He's so
Dear
classy.
Diary. Dear Diary.
It's about me.
I got up today. It was going to be a good day.
Until he saw my face.
I was excited to celebrate my friends.
Oh, no.
And then I got on camera, and not only Dan, but Dan and Pete had those hats on, and it was assaultive. And now I feel like no one loves me. I hope you have a great day. Love yourself. Love Nick. Oh, guys, you're here.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
man.
I was having a moment. I'm
sorry. I'll turn it around. My bad.
I was on that.
Oh,
that doesn't fix anything. It's not better, and it doesn't fix anything, and it also just draws me to questions like, why isn't Dan where he's supposed to be? Dan, are you in quarantine also? Because you're not in your room. You're not. There's no TV behind you. There's no.
Guys,
it's the new.
Have you been excommunicated?
Well, you know what? My son kicked me out of the other room.
Welcome to real life, Dan. That's how it happens.
I reside in the living room.
I'm in the corner of my garage because all the 5 women in my house.
The dogs get to hang out with me along with the Batmobile.
Yeah.
And please excuse the mess. We are new parents.
I get you. Congratulations.
I do want to bring in one other person. I love this person. She's so amazing. She's here with us tonight. Haven't seen her in a while. Miss Raven.
Best day ever.
And I mean,
hello, kids.
Old Force Connect host.
Hello, beautiful Raven.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Nick.
You know, we've got a Force Connect.
Screw these two guys. Let's have
there we go.
How are you doing?
What you
happy anniversary, bros.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And to you too, because you were part of Broaxium.
Well, yeah, but you know, we got to give credit for the OGs. Always give credit to the OGs first.
100%.
But
respect your elders and stuff.
I'd say one thing, Dan and I started this thing, but when we started bringing on more like-minded people who we just gelled with so much, like it made things like 1,000 times better. Even Mike Roker.
All the love.
All of it. He knows I'd love him. Where's he at? Where's Mike Roker at? Hey, man.
There he is.
How you doing?
There he is.
That's enough. That's enough. We'll see him in a bit. We'll see him in a bit. Oh, I haven't done that in so long. Felt good. Felt
Just
so
just
good.
a whiff, just a touch.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. Just a little
That's
bit.
enough. Raven, I love the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'm, getting old despite everything that everyone said, which was very sweet and nice, and I appreciate it so much.
I had to just slightly pinch the zoom on my text messages today so I could read them. And I found a gray hair in my chin, and I'm just not handling it all
one?
that well.
Just one.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Just
Yeah,
one.
congratulations, one.
Well, I've been able to escape them because I waited until I was 40 to be a dad.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, I had to start doing this too.
I would agree.
I just started doing large fonts on things, and like if I got to read a PDF for the comics, I'm like, let me just.
Oh, I love it. That's my favorite
enlarge. And I'm
thing
talking
to do.
on my 55-inch screen. I'm like, enlarge. So
Yeah,
you
but
just-
bubbles.
Yeah.
Make
Huh?
them bigger.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, good times.
Yeah.
So
Guys, thank you. Yeah. Go ahead.
no, I'm just trying to think back on when we met Raven for the first time, and I think that's when we had Sisters with Sabers on, and that's when we met Raven for the first time.
Is it?
Was our
I thought-
first?
I think
Yeah.
I do think that was the first time we had any real interaction. Yeah. I mean, other than,
Correct.
the occasional tweet and stuff, like it's like I know of you, but I think that was the first time we ever actually got to chit chat.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think, Nick.
Couldn't tell you. I've spent all day today trying to remember. I mean, obviously I watched you guys. I was in the live chat, being who I am, which is lobbing smart ass comments from the live chat, attempting to be funny, failing spectacularly. And then at some point,
Hurting
whether
my
it was Old Force Connect with, Raven and Pete and Josh and all of that, and then just kind of weaseling my way into, becoming, a part-time Poodoo host on Sunday nights. I had a little stretch there where I was around a bunch. Getting that honorary position, which I'm always honored to have and show up and pop in when I can. But yeah, I can't remember, but I will say that your show on Sunday nights, has been a key part of, my Star Wars podcasting friendships and journey over the last several years. And then honestly, getting to meet both of you in Anaheim, like that is core Star Wars memory. Walking into that hotel the day I arrived and y'all were sitting at that table inside the hotel. And then we go from there to, Pete berating waitresses and us on the back porch of the Hilton and, everything else. Just like that is a core part of my Star Wars journey.
Is that when you gave me it was you that gave me the picture of Boop of giving me the middle finger? Okay.
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's a core memory.
That is 100%. So I cannot remember and I've had some pretty specific Poodoo, moments and memories, over these years. Oh, Pete says, don't make me call back in. He wants to defend himself now, but yeah, there have been some fantastic moments hanging out with y'all and just, anything that goes on as long as a show that's been on for 5 years, like, oh, now I've done it. It's like Bloody Mary in the mirror 3 times.
That waitress took way too long to get us our food.
Yeah, You're
not wrong. You're not wrong.
I defend Pete.
Thank you. Hi, Raven.
You don't wait 45 minutes for a drink.
For literally like water to start the whole
Exactly.
Water. I was so nervous. I was like, they're gonna spit in all of our food.
I would have, dude. I was so thirsty. I was okay with drinking spit. We were walking on the floor.
One day you'll all be old as old and cranky as I am, and you'll understand completely what I did. I did it for the table.
5 minutes, and they're gonna expect a nice tip. Look, I'm all about people being treated fairly and stuff, but when I wasn't being treated fairly, maybe 45 minutes.
I wasn't treated fairly.
Right?
We were there. We were there for an hour and a half, and all we got were drinks, and that was after Pete left the table twice to go find somebody.
That's right.
To bring us those.
I
drinks.
have no
So,
patience.
yeah,
And it wasn't
I will defend Pete to the end on this one, no doubt.
I've called
In fact-
restaurants.
In fact,
to
at
get
that
my
point,
waiter.
came to even getting checks. Like Pete was like, "I'll pay for yours." I was like, "Yeah, I'll PayPal you later." Like I'm not waiting for separate checks at this point.
No.
Yeah, it was like, can we just leave? Is it
Yeah,
free?
we're being held.
It was
held
funny.
captive.
If you all look at the way Chris looks right now, this is the way he looked the entire time.
Yes, it is.
Look, I mean, I'm just. I felt like I got to see a glimpse behind the scenes of what y'all are like. And
sorry, they're white.
and I was just like, I feel uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, I want to do one thing real quick. I want to do one thing real quick because I know that you've got somebody waiting who's on a quick time clock. I want to raise my glass to the both of you, to all of my Poodoo friends, to Broaxium. It wouldn't be me showing up on a screen if I'm not drinking and raising a toast to someone. So 5 years to Broaxium, to Poodoo, to Dan and Chris, my friends, my brothers. So excited for y'all. Can't wait for the next, like Pete said, 5 to 50, whatever we got. Cheers.
Thanks, Nick. Cheers, man. I don't have any whiskey tonight. I'm so upset about it, but I don't need it. I'm just high on all of you guys being here.
Y'all the best, and I'm out of here. See y'all
Later,
soon.
guys. See ya.
All right, brother.
See you, man.
All right.
See ya.
All right, so we're gonna keep the party going. Got our next guest coming in. He is such a good dude, and he's on a time stream. So I gotta bring him in now. Before
get him in.
So we're gonna bring in our friend Brian Fry. Booyah! What's
Yes.
up, man?
That's me. Hi,
Right.
Raven. Hi, Chris. Hi, Dan.
Hey.
Can you hear me all right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're great. You sound good.
It's a little noisy here.
Where are you
but I
at?
just wanted to say real quick, proud of y'all for your 5 years so far of great non-toxic fandom. I really appreciate it. You're one of the very few shows I watch on YouTube.
Thanks.
Thank
Well,
you, sir.
all the shows that you're
Thank
doing.
you, sir.
But yeah, it's a little noisy here because there's this fountain running.
You see, like Kelly do like a
that.
Naruto run across the back, like.
That would be funny.
There he is.
So yeah, so I need you to get me the biggest size Lucasfilm limited shirt you can find, in
Yeah.
all colors and styles.
Getting
Thank you.
If you could
getting
you
a
tie
grappling
rope-
hook and a winch and a jeep, and we're gonna see what we can do.
I was
Let's
just
do it.
about to
That's
say
what you
that,
gotta do.
Brian. Me and you, we're right here. We're right here.
Yeah.
Everybody's like rope. Get a good rope. Oh man, that's it. I'm down with that. You're gonna need at least
We'll see
an
what we can do, Angry.
F-250 4x4.
Yeah.
Turning you up
Yeah.
a little bit. No one's out here. It's late. It's like after close of business today. I would go up to the doors, but it's still like people are coming and going and there's security and stuff. So
Ah,
I mean,
So cool though.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
that is awesome.
Look at that.
Now that is awesome for a 5-year show right there. Getting a little,
Yeah, right?
Absolutely.
little Skywalker Ranch in there. That's awesome.
Heck
Little
yeah,
live
man.
correspondent.
Because we've all had to live vicariously through Brian and Holly when it comes to Galaxy's Edge. Well, not Galaxy's Edge. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Starlight-
but the Halcyon
Star
tour.
Cruiser, the Galactic Star Cruiser. Yeah.
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 That was so cool too. Brian's always
Me, I
giving
know
up
me and Mick
exclusive.
had to do that. Yeah. That was dope.
Oh,
was
look at this.
Nice. Nice.
Children of
Such a
Starlight.
shame.
Yeah, man.
but yeah, I
Such a
wanted to
shame
mainly
Halcyon
just say congrats and look forward to what else you have coming up.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir. We do
Brian.
got some new stuff coming up for sure.
All right, I'm gonna bounce.
All right,
See you
brother.
guys
All
later.
right, man. See you, dude.
All right. I'll see you.
Who else we got?
So cool. That's
All right.
so cool.
All right. So we're gonna keep the party going, Raven. Stick around for afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do the thing. But yeah, stick around. But Raven, I've missed you. You know that I've missed
I
you
miss
because
you too.
we don't get to talk often and whatnot. So
I'll be
That's
back
always
around
good.
soon. I'll be back around soon.
Yeah.
cool,
Heck
cool,
yeah.
cool. Keep me updated.
Will do.
Keep me updated. All right,
All right,
all right, Raven.
everybody.
Love
Night.
you.
Love everybody.
See you later. We'll see you later. No goodbyes. Later.
Do it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bring on someone who listen. This dude has been such a huge help to Broaxium over the past couple of years.
I mean,
We are, we're linked with them. We are the 1-2 punch. Part of the 1-2 punch. It goes as far as like covering Star Wars comics. We preview them, they review them, and this is one
Yes.
half of the Star Wars Splash Page podcast. This is my bro, Matt Moore. How you doing, man?
Oh,
Well, how are you guys? Congratulations. Happy 5 years.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for all everything you've done to help us out, man.
it was actually your
We
previous.
tried.
It was your previous podcast, Comics with Kenobi, that like made me want to do like a comic book thing too, and like that's like you and Jeff were definitely one of the first podcasts I started listening to because I was so into the comics.
I can't believe you listen. I mean, I'm just always shocked when I meet people. I was at a giant parking lot in Jenkintown, which is just outside of Philly, and I was walking in to pick something up in the middle of the afternoon, and I heard Jeff's voice coming out of a car, and I stopped and paused. I thought, I can't be Jeff because he's in Texas, and then I realized he was the guy who was listening to one of our episodes.
Nice.
I was just like, huh,
that's crazy.
That's kind of cool. So,
yeah.
So, but
yeah, that is.
No, it's,
Go ahead.
I remember when you guys, first approached us about it. I was, yeah, sure, whatever we can do to help, man. We're here to help. So, we do a lot of that stuff, behind the scenes that people aren't aware about. So, we're just about spreading the word about Star Wars comics, old and new, mostly new.
That's
but,
what it's all about.
And you guys just do such a great job. Those quick shots are, so good. They're always fun to watch. And
thank you.
I have mad respect for the fact that you guys do such great video. I mean, that Jeff and I have always vowed that we will always be audio only because neither one of us has a face for video.
Oh, I do. I have a radio face.
That's why we put the pages in front of everything.
No,
yeah.
And it's all the magic. It's Chris. I have a mouth. I know how to yammer on.
Radio mouth.
Yeah.
So and that's one thing, man.
You guys are doing that. Go on. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, it's one thing I love is that we both of our teams, it's all about uplifting this amazing medium of Star Wars storytelling, which is these comics. Because a lot of people only go live action first. Like take Pete and Nick, for example. Those guys only do the movies and the series and whatnot, and they don't give the comics.
It's like opening a bottle of wine. You give it let it breathe. You get to taste a different experience.
Yeah,
with the comics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of my fondest memories. Well, one of my fondest memories was shortly, maybe right before the High Republic launch, or literally right after, and you guys had gotten Daniel Jose Older to come join you, and and chat. And then of course you dropped that promotional tweet, and we immediately grabbed it, retweeted it, did a quote tweet, and we're just like, man, go listen to these guys. These are so great. I remember Daniel tweeted back, wow, you'd love to see it. I don't think I've ever seen somebody like cross promote another podcast. There's just you can feel the love between them. So I was like, well, yeah, of course, that's what it's all about. It's about the community.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
That's right. It's not a competition, that's the one thing that I loved about doing the stuff with you guys, doing the stuff with Blue Bantha, doing the stuff with, Pete when it came to the Podathon. When we all work together, the community is so much stronger and plentiful for all of us. There's plenty to talk about. There's so much to discuss. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's great because Dan, I don't think I've ever met you in person, but I've met Chris several times because for a spell I was going to South Philly.
Yeah,
we did the Keystone Comic-Con panel.
No, that's right. Yeah. Well, when you get to your mid-50s, like I'm at, the history of chemical usage in my 20s and 30s, brain cells have checked out. So, but it was. But I used to come see Chris at Atomic City all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember bringing him a Poe Dameron helmet.
Yeah.
Because I was at my local Target again in the suburbs, and he was one of the things we were chatting about was he loved collecting these helmets. So this Poe Dameron helmet was like $19 on clearance. So I picked it up and just brought it to him. Said, "Hey man, I know how much you like these helmets. Here's a Poe Dameron." He was like, "What?"
Yeah. I was not expecting that day. Yeah. In my living room.
All of my favorite Star Wars like merch is stuff that people have found at like a thrift shop or wherever, and like was just like, I got this because I thought you would like it, and I'm just like, I love it. Like just because people thought of me.
Oh, totally.
I don't care if it was like $10, $5, whatever. It's just it's always cool when people like think of you when it comes to Star Wars. It's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's my wife. My wife puts up with a lot of that because we'll be out thrifting or going to a flea market or a secondhand store, and I'll see some Star Wars, and she'll go, "Are you going to get it?" Nah, I don't want it. But I'm going to get it for I know somebody who would love this.
Yeah.
So, really? I said, "Oh yeah. Go, all right. I'm not going to go up and find it up in the attic, am I?" No. I'll mail it out this weekend.
Nice.
Oh man.
Or maybe next week. It's a lot of fun. But no, here's the 5 years. Here's the many, many, many more years. Keep up the great work. Keep up the great positivity, and just making sure that everyone is always welcome and involved. And you guys are a light in the darkness. And
thanks.
And
Thanks.
That means it means a great deal to me to listen and watch what you all do, because I can't speak for Jeff, but I'm very compartmentalized. There's very few Star Wars podcasts that I listen to, but I always make time to listen to y'all.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Matt.
And the same.
Even though I know even though I already know what's going to happen.
Right. Right. Cool. Matt, thanks so much for stopping by, brother.
I love the fact that. Oh, anytime. Thank you for having me. And again, keep up the great work, and I'll see you guys soon. Dan, I know it's hard with the young one. I swear to you, having gotten through two of them who are now in their teens, there will come a time where you will be able to get some good sleep. Won't be for a while, but it's coming. But I will leave you with this, Dan. Cherish this time, because it may seem like it's lasting forever, but the next thing you know, you'll turn around and they're going to be, "Hey, Dad, I'm taking the car."
I know.
What? Where?
Yeah.
So,
you be bumping into friends randomly at your niece's or your son's graduation at Penn State.
No.
We
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. It was your niece and my son who both did high school graduation up at Penn State.
Yeah.
So yeah. And yes, definitely podcast of the Wills. Not just an Auburn fan, but a sixth generation Auburn graduate. So
that's awesome.
So I'm actually from from Alabama, but I don't have an accent and I wear shoes.
Nick, I'm sorry about that one. Oh, man. Matt, bro, thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, man.
Right,
you have a great night, dude.
Anytime. Thanks for having me, lads.
Thanks,
you guys. Do the same. Thanks all.
Thanks.
When you bring up the next, I'm gonna grab a glass of water.
What, you want me to talk to him by myself?
My fridge is right here.
Hi, Mike Roker.
Tell me, doctor, where are we going this time? Woo! Yeah! All right. Where the hell is that?
I want to thank everyone for coming down here to the 5-year anniversary. That was Mike Roker, everyone. He's gone now. I'm kidding. Homeboy.
Hello. Proud of you fools. So proud. I remember when
man.
Dan wore glasses. It was 17 pounds.
And he didn't have a mullet.
He wasn't even trying to be a hillbilly. He was just out here liking Star. Yes, sir. Just liking Star Wars. You know. Is it the 60s?
You know what? When we started this, my hairline was like over, like right here instead of back here.
Yeah, brother. You guys have come so far. I'm so proud of you guys.
5 years and hair loss.
I was already bald.
Have all of my hair.
Started out this way. Don't brag.
I'm not bragging.
Brag.
I'm
You
already
still got
losing my
time.
hair. I just.
I love me some
remember
time.
the one time, Chris, when you said you needed a haircut. You took your head.
What? The Blue Panther thing?
Killed me. No, it was before that. You're like, I haven't gotten a haircut in forever, and you took your hat off. You were both going off, dude. you were laughing, man. You do.
You know.
And I'm going to be there shortly. This is going to go like right through the middle, just like my dad. And I'm not ready for it.
Just keep wearing hats, man.
Just keep wearing hats. Dude.
That's why I've already started.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
But 5 years.
Accustomed to you wearing. Yeah, man. You guys did it, man. Running around a comic book store at 2 a.m.
Well, Mike,
Look at you now.
That was the thing. Like when we started this off, you were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, me and Chris talked about it, and he was like, "What do you think about bringing Rogue on?" I was like, "Let's do it."
Well, yeah, it was that one I did a Poodoo episode with you, you guys and Tommy, and it was like a lot of fun. And then he was like, "You want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do this."
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
I miss Tommy so
Speak
much.
of the devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can get the old guy on real quick.
Boom. Oh my God.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I can hear
Give me an echo back there, brother.
Oh, okay. That's
We're coming.
One second. Let me see if I can fix that.
Echo.
Better? Oh, I think he got it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Oh no, never mind.
Oh,
that
no,
was
you-
Nope, that didn't fix it at all.
That did it.
Well,
right,
I'm not even home, so
Oh, you want to jump out of work on that, and we'll bring you back in.
yeah. Let me try that.
All right, we're gonna sub in another Poodoo person real quick. Wait for you. I hope she's ready.
We miss you, Dad.
Claire.
Oh, there she is.
There she is. We can't hear you. We can't. Oh no.
I was muted in case you
5
popped
years,
me in
yo.
randomly.
5 years, yo.
Happy 5th anniversary, Broaxium.
Yeah.
Thank you, Claire.
Did you know, though, that the 5th anniversary is the wood anniversary? That's the gift you're supposed to get. So may I present you these lovely knives, these steak knives,
What?
Can I cut it?
or these coasters.
Will they
Happy
cut
wood anniversary.
I have wood.
Thank you, Claire.
You're
Oh,
so
Michael.
welcome.
Wait.
Michael, no. So these cabinets are made of wood.
He's like,
Wood.
wood.
Got seashells in it.
That's nice. Mine was better though.
It was a lot better. You have kitchen knives to the left of you. So
Yes, I do.
that's impressive.
I was ready, and I've been putting together a bed frame, so I can't close my office door, and there's mattress and boxes. So
this is very cool.
whatever. You
This
know?
is very cool. You're in Jason Bourne's room right now. You're like mattress against the wall. It's pretty cool. Yeah, see.
And see, this is it. I mean, like we made the Broaxium army. We got Claire. Oh, and at one point I was saying that we were the misfit podcasters.
We still are.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
are.
that.
I mean, we still
are.
check that box.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's shaded in. We chose D for multiple choice.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna cross generations here with OG Poodoo guys to the current crew. We're gonna bring Tommy back in. Boom.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
You still hear an echo or no?
Yeah, but it's better.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
A lot better. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Manageable
Okay.
echo.
All right.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Milestone. 5 years. Came very quickly. Yeah.
Very quick. Yeah, very quickly for sure, dude. 5 years flew right by.
And Tommy, if you want to laugh your ass off at anybody playing video games, you should just check out like the last episode we did of gaming and
My God.
see how bad I fail at Last of Us.
Oh my God. This man went from the best gameplay ever last time we played to like Dan was okay. Claire knows this. The part where you're with Bill and the school buses.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan is just lapping a school bus screaming while Ellie and Bill are just killing everyone.
Why?
Because he's afraid.
To be fair, you should be. But you know.
Dan forgot he had a shotgun that had 12 bullets in it. It was great. He's walking around like, I'm just laughing. Laura's in the chat like, oh my God, Dan, go over there. And
Laura was making fun of me too.
Yeah, we were all making funny.
I was just
I'm
trying to
disappointed
explain
she
to
didn't.
them. I thought it was like one of those moments where it was a horde that you can't like kill all of them. You had to like jump over
That was
some
the
fence
next
or get
room.
away from them. And I was trying to find the exit and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I just
Dan
kept jumping on
punches
top of
one
them.
zombie and Bill goes, all right, that's the last of them. I was like, yeah, because y'all killed all of them. Oh, so good.
Well, that was a good strategy, actually. I
But
just
the
ran
second half
while
of the episode, he picked it up and he was like,
Bill and Ellie can't die, so they just killed the zombies.
yeah. There's a part where he's walking
you,
behind
AI.
the car. He's walking towards something. He hears a scream and then backtracks to the car. I'm like, Dan, you have to move forward.
Real quick. I want to say something, and this is a little bit of an announcement that Dan doesn't even know yet.
Surprises.
Don't worry, you'll like this surprise. Tommy's coming back.
I'm muted, but I was yes.
Tommy's coming back. He and I and a couple people gonna be doing the show, like just talking about Star Wars lore, just hitting lore, just talking about stuff. So we learned a lot about legends and all that kind of stuff, and
Tommy's always been a lore keeper.
Deep dive. Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be dope. So it's gonna be he and I, and we're talking to a couple people who are down to come on with us, and it's gonna be some good convos. It's we're gonna try to start up once this strike is over. But we're working on stuff right now and feeling things out how we want things to work. And at some point, probably next year, we'll start doing the thing.
I
Ready,
love
Tom?
it. One of my favorite things about shooting the poodoo with Tommy was it always ended up being like, it would be like Dan or I being like, was this guy or was it that guy? And then all of a sudden, Quiet in the corner emerges and just like, here's the entire Legends history of that background character. That
Homer coming
about
out of the bushes, just like
yes.
Well,
ready,
you see here.
ready to contribute with the deep cut lore.
I heard I was listening to the playback of the episode where you guys talking about the last episode of Ahsoka, and I heard Dan say, "I wish Tommy was here to tell us who Abeloth is." And I was like, yeah, I wish I could be there too.
Tommy's just
like I
screaming at his
have like a
computer,
vague like idea of what she was, but I was like, Tommy would be able to explain this so much better because he knows this stuff. Like I haven't read that for freaking ever, dude. I just remember the flow walking and fucking Luke and this fountain and some other shit from that book. It's crazy.
I did not read
but
that one.
Abeloth was supposed to be a part of like I feel like she was a part of the son, the mother, well, the son, the father, and the daughter.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
She was a mortal servant, decided to become immortal because yeah, she didn't. I mean, obviously, she didn't want to die, and she wanted to continue caring for the son and the daughter. Yeah, it's a whole story.
Lord,
and he knows all of it.
Lord,
and you'll get it on our show.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Broaxium.
But the crazy part is, I'm not going to be the only lore master for that show.
Broaxium's Lore Santeca.
Lord,
Tommy's new
yo,
name.
all right. So look, like I threw a couple names at Tommy last week. I'm like, how about the word between words? Like that was we were thinking that as a name,
that.
and he was like, I think he liked it, but like let's try something else. But Loraxium.
Yeah.
I am the Loraxium. I speak for the Lucasfilm Story Group.
You must dress like friars and meisters when you have your podcast.
Chris is like,
we must consult the ancient codex. The 125-pound book.
You know what?
I was thinking of Keeper of the Brolicon.
There we go.
Brolicron.
Ryan Fennessy is also a pun genius. He was the one who came up with reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. I like it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
That's we've.
But I did. I was thinking Keeper of the Brolicron. It's a shout out to basically to Leland Chi from Lucasfilm.
Incredible.
Did you say Brolicron?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like a transformer.
It also sounds like podcast of the Wills, and I don't, I'm not trying to butt heads with Nick at all. That's my guy.
And he has a massive head, so you don't want to butt heads with that thing.
Oh my
I got a question for you guys. So
have to try to stand up to these bad boys.
Whoa.
After 5 years in covering all sorts of comics and stuff like that, obviously the High Republic was like a big deal when it first came out, and now we're approaching phase 3. Yeah, phase 3, and it's phase 3 of 3. So this is the final storytelling of the High Republic, and it's going to be bookended by the Acolyte. So that's going to be dope. But after all the covering all the High Republic comics and things like that, what is do you have any fondest memories of which comics are like highlights for you guys when you cover them?
Well, I mean, when it comes to you talking like High Republic stuff or just everything?
Well, High Republic specifically, because like that's phase 3 of 3 is coming up. That's it.
From what all right, one thing I love doing, and this is in phase 2, and I know a lot of people like everyone loves phase 2, but people like phase 1 better than phase 2, but or something like that. But I was reading one of the phase 2 books, one of Kevin Scott's books. It didn't break my heart yet because Kevin Scott, but there was a point that was happening in the books. One of the books I was reading that was happening in his comic. And so I was like reading along with the comic and listening to the audiobook for that particular book and just like going back and forth. I'm like, this is the nerdiest thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm just like, just going along with that and doing this. And it was like, that was a dope experience.
Encyclopedia Britannica?
Well, yeah, that's going to the top of the list, Brian.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Hire this man.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
He's the punter taker.
Mike, get the hell out of here. Get out.
Right, and he's gone. He's gone. It's all right. All right, but actually, we do got to keep it moving because we got a couple of special guests that are about to come in.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks, Claire, Rogue, Tommy. Thanks for coming out, Tommy. Welcome back, bro.
Welcome back, Tommy.
Thank you.
Welcome back, man.
Word.
Cool.
The writer strike is done. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. We gotta wait. Well, the writer strike's done. We gotta wait for SAG.
We've got all these
Yeah.
names.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Happy 5 years.
Yes.
Thanks,
You
y'all.
want to hang around for the after party?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, broke.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. Cool. All right.
Damn.
Cool. All right. Tommy, Claire, I will see y'all later. Thanks so much, guys. All right. We got. Let's keep this thing. Loves it. As we know, Star Wars is a lot about fathers and sons, and we have a father and son duo that about to come on and say what's up next. And these are my people. These are fam. They actually live where I grew up in King of Prussia, PA.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Let's go this way. Kerwin and Pete.
Hello.
How are you guys doing from Father Son
Hello.
Galaxy? What's up, y'all?
Oh man, I thought this kid was asleep. I'm sorry. I mean, I think we're having too much fun back here, you know. So he must have heard us. All right.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't want to mess up you.
No problem.
I'm not going to sleep, Dad.
No. He is going to school tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be
The dark side
it's
has
going to
no
be heck.
bedtime.
It will be the dark side in the morning if you don't get up on time.
Uh-oh.
All right.
So we have to keep this quick so that boy can get to bed.
Speaking of getting up on
The
time,
force
Dan.
doesn't always have to be light. It can also be lightning.
Dan, first of all, congratulations, Dan, on your new bundle of joy. And I hear that you only have one gray hair. Give it time.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
give it time.
Yeah, you'll get more.
But
I don't
yeah,
have any.
yeah.
I've
I was
got
in my
none.
40s.
I shaved it.
It's been the coolest experience seeing just all of the changes happening, you know, just the little things. Now he's like picking stuff up and he just looks at it and moves it around. And then he tries to put it in his mouth. But then, you know, it's just hilarious. But it's also amazing seeing him just grow. And now I've been working on sitting up. Now he sits up on his own. And I've never been more proud to teach someone down to just sit.
It's beautiful. I mean, I was in my 40s too when I had my kids, so I understand. But it goes very fast. You know, I'm sure you've heard the story, but just enjoy it every day, every moment. You know.
Yeah, I have been. Yeah. It's been awesome so far, and just been letting it all in. So it's been cool, man. I can't wait until he's like really knowing with Star Wars and all the nerd stuff. You know.
That's right. Raise him up.
Absolutely.
Raise him up
Absolutely.
Right.
So.
I mean, you already ruined Arnold Schwarzenegger for him, but
oh no,
yeah.
My friends, congratulations on 5 years. This is wonderful to know you. I can just tell you that, Chris. Just talking to you directly, man. You keep me young, and I'll explain how you do that. You know. When I heard that you ran a comic book store, like I was so excited that I had to come out and see you. I remember I visited you maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, came out to Atomic City, and I felt like a kid again because it took me back to the days that I was most happy when I was in high school. And I would go to Forbidden. I lived in New York at the time, and I went to Forbidden Planet and just hung out for hours in the comic book store. So that's how I feel right now. So I thank you, for keeping me young and getting me back into comics.
Hey, I mean, first of all, thank you, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Thank you so much, and that's one of the things that I love, that Dan and I both love to do, and that's bring awareness to these comics and whatnot, because they're great stories that a lot of people are missing. So it's great to have you guys on it. Keith, are you reading these books? You reading the books?
I don't even think he knows what's going on right now. He's falling asleep.
He's like,
up. The kid's asleep.
I've heard every word you guys are saying. I have 3 of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
We're cool. It is late.
Yeah.
But
My brain function gets disabled at 10 a.m. and starts up again at 7 o'clock.
You know what? That's
which is
about.
weird because I wake up at 5.
Well, all right. Yeah, I know you have a very hectic schedule, but so thank you. So we just want to just say, we're proud of you. We're so glad that we know you.
Thank you.
Welcoming us in this community. I know you guys are, you've been around longer than we have, and you invited us to your community. So
yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you helped us grow, so it's only fair that we decided to come on and celebrate you guys because
Yes, absolutely.
You guys are doing
Thank
great.
you so much.
Cheers.
Where's Tanya?
Yeah, that's what
I'm back here, y'all.
That's where she's always at.
Oh my gosh, it's two of my favorite people. Two of my favorite people in the world, sending y'all loves and hugs and just wishing you all the best. Cheers for 5 and for 50 more years.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Love y'all
so much.
Love you too, man. You guys have a great night. Keith, go to bed.
Hey, so Colonel, my 30-year reunion is next month, and it's going to be up that way.
Oh,
so
can't wait. Can't wait.
So I'll have to come up.
All right, it's about time. We got to hang out, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. All right,
let's do it. Cool.
Yes, we will. We will. Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, y'all. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, take care. All the best.
Bye, family.
Right.
See ya.
ya.
I love them guys.
Who we got?
And it's like they are what you should strive for with a family wanting to do a podcast. I love it.
And now the sequel trilogy is going to have to happen for the new Father Son Galaxy when Nightwing is ready.
I hope.
The boys ready.
I do my best. I'll do my best.
Cool.
It's
all right, so we got
inspiring. It's so hard. I love it so much.
Our next guest is an old friend of mine, and I do mean old because he's old. I'm not. I have no grays. Shaved them all off. He's a former co-worker of mine. We worked at Suncoast together.
What?
Suncoast Video Motion Picture Company. It's a video store. They had those back in the 90s.
Oh.
And we've kept in touch ever since, and we really hit it off when we started working together and whatnot. His first question to me, he interviewed me for my job at Suncoast, and his first question was, "Do you like Star Wars?" That was the first question, and I was like, I'm in the right place.
You're like holding a lightsaber with a Star Wars shirt on.
Do you like Star Wars? Like, yeah. So I'm gonna bring him on right now. Is my buddy, my bro, Mick Jamison.
Oh no, I think
guys.
Yeah.
I should have known because you were dressed like a Jawa while you were interviewing for the job. And I mean that's all on me that I didn't know that you like Star Wars. So I do want to say, I'm going to say congratulations on 5 years. And I don't want to bring the mood down a little bit, but I think on the 5-year anniversary, it's time to admit that I really don't. I don't like Star Wars. I've never watched any of the movies. This was my long play. This is my long-term plan, just to be on a podcast with somebody. I don't like Star Wars. What is? I don't even know what it is. Darth. What? Who? I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Darth Vulcan is his name. Is Darth Vulcan? He's from the planet Krypton.
I crave attention. I wanted to be on a podcast. I started from 2000 planting the seeds. I didn't even know what a podcast was. I didn't even know what the internet was. That is how prescient I was. Yes.
Mick, could you put your hat closer to the camera?
Oh, sure.
Do you know who Nick is?
Oh,
have you met Nick?
Why are we
doing
this?
Not an Eagles hat.
I told
I
Nick,
was like,
I'm going to tone Dan down so he doesn't start talking smack about baseball.
Because I was like, if you didn't even know him, how are you going to hate on him like that? That's not nice. Not nice.
Wow.
But no, I wanted to say I wanted to congratulate. There we go. So let's go. I want to congratulate you guys, and I mean, watching. I mean, again, I knew Chris, so because I knew him, I felt like I would have felt bad if I wouldn't have supported anything he was doing. But no, but when I would watch you guys, I would be like, man, it'd be really cool to be able to do something like that. And then like I said, I kind of weaseled my way in somehow.
Please, all you had to say was running scared, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about old movies that we used to watch at the store.
That was literally the Twitter conversation, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was like I said something about you were like we have to do a podcast, and like not you didn't even finish, you didn't even hit post, and I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool, yeah, okay.
I want to join you guys for any of the ones that like start coming into my day and age.
Yeah, we don't go that far up, man.
Well, I mean, like what? I'm like I'm eight. A lot of my movies are from
7
like
years old.
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, but they're not good movies.
80s and 90s that we haven't done yet. Like
we totally
Terminator?
gatekeep. We're total gatekeepers. We're not gonna. Yeah, we're. There's no. I know we're part of the network, but there's no positivity on our thing. We can be negative if we want. No, kidding. But and like you just said with the guest beforehand, I mean that's awesome. I have my son. I've indoctrinated him into the cult of Star Wars. I would have had to put him up for adoption if he didn't like it. I think when he was like Dan, I mean I'll give you a tip. I think when he was like 2, he came up to me and did like the Spock Vulcan thing, and I had to smack him across his face really hard, and that got him out of it. He never did it again.
Who are you?
What are you doing? You're no son of mine.
You better say may the force be with you, or you're out of this.
But no, I mean that is. I mean that's the next generation to keep it going. So you got the little one.
Next generation.
Yeah. What am I? Oh my God! To go wash my mouth out. But I will second the opinion that it does go fast. Before this, I was trying to tell my son to be quiet because he was practicing his bass upstairs. Not like a cool bass, but his like stand up bass for school. So he was like, "Is this going to bother you when you're podcasting downstairs?" And I was like, "No, you'll be fine. Just hurry up." It was a lot easier when he went to bed at 7 o'clock. So you will miss those days.
Learning how to play that thing though, he's gonna be able to pick up a bass guitar and just be able to destroy it.
I keep telling him. I mean, I said he doesn't. He's only 12. I'm like, you'll get a lot of girls. He's like, no, I don't care. I just want to look at my phone. And they look forward to that too. I just want to look at my phone.
I'm gonna try to break it every chance I get on accident. Like, oh, sorry, we should probably go out and play. Well,
I know. Yeah,
another one.
That's tough. I remember my mom telling me to stop watching G.I. Joe and Transformers and Masters of the Universe and go out and play. So it just moves up every generation. But enough about these stupid kids. I don't want to talk about these kids.
I'm going to do my best to try and keep moderation. That's what I'll do. And lock out their phones.
But yes, I'm.
We got a couple videos coming in from Jerry and Scott. I'm going to get those.
No. I just want to say I'm proud of you guys, Chris.
Go
Since I've known you forever, very proud of you, Dan. I've never met you, but I'm still proud of you.
Thanks, man.
And I will ride in the wake of you guys gladly.
This guy.
It's small, but it's good.
So wait, Dan, before you go, Dan, you got to pick a movie. Pick a movie.
Yeah.
From the 80s or 90s that you like that we haven't done yet, and
obviously,
and we'll bring you on for Nice Guys. What do you got in mind, Dan?
I can't pick one right now. I gotta think.
Oh my God, he's got performance anxiety.
There's so many. I gotta think about it. Don't look.
I mean, you'll have time. You'll have time to do it because this strike is going to go on for like another 5 years. So I'm going to start growing my strike beard right now and have it ready for the first. I had to come on today just to flex my podcasting muscles because I forgot what to do.
I think they're taking their billions of dollars from not paying people fairly, and they're gonna just make robots to act.
Well, they're really ruining it for me because I need to get back on the Nice Guys because then I mean that's my escape. I don't want to deal with real life. That's my escape.
Yeah,
it's been a couple months.
Yeah,
come on now, can't do this anymore.
That's why I enjoy my Sunday nights with the Poodoo crew. We just shoot Poodoo, escape the week, or at least Before,
but when we do come back,
Sunday is the beginning of the week, so we get to just like kind of let it all out before Monday happens.
I am ready when we do come back because we have something really good that we've been like waiting to do. not that I want to build up too much, but
I need to see this one. I need to see this trio right here.
We're gonna sing some Bon Jovi.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God, yeah, Nick.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, oh yeah.
Mick and Nick. You serious?
Yeah, that's gonna be a difficult episode for me.
Yeah.
It's a difficult episode for me, but I'll be able to do it. I will do it.
I do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I mean, oh my God, I'm already doing it, Mick.
You're doing it already.
I'm doing it already. Oh, it's gonna be a difficult one, dude. Thank you so
Okay.
much for stopping by, man.
Nah,
we got,
thank
we
you
got
guys.
someone else in the waiting.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
There's actually nobody
Congratulations.
there.
It's awesome.
All right.
Have a great night,
All right.
Mick.
Sorry, I got some videos from Jerry and yeah. All right, brother. Late.
See ya. I was wondering why I was skipping a little bit.
We got
you must be downloading.
we got another
something.
bro coming in.
Yeah. Are you
I
downloading something? Yeah, I knew it.
I was. It's that's over now. I had to edit something real quick. All right. We got one more person coming in.
All right.
This dude
topping it off.
All I gotta say about this guy is what's up, bro?
Oh,
Jeff.
no. Yo.
What's up, man?
Oh, all I got to say is it's about fucking time I get to be on Broaxium. Pardon my French.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I hope Grayson's in bed. I hope Keith is in bed. Hope any kids are in bed. But yeah.
He's in bed. I'm
Okay.
hoping I'm not being too loud, but
Well, I had to come outside. You know, I don't want to wake my son up and be hollering F-bombs through the living room. He hears enough of that on Saturday or during a Steelers game. Hey.
Oh.
That's sports
Dude, I'm
ball,
sorry.
Chris. You know, round, brown, you throw it, goes back and forth.
Sports
They put
ball?
numbers on the
Sports
scoreboard.
ball,
Yeah,
yep.
whoever has more numbers at the end
I've heard.
wins. You know, it's pretty cool.
I've
Heard
heard
about
it.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry about
Dan, I
Kenny
just wanted
Pickett.
to show you my hat here and say thanks for my hat there, Dan. That's
It's a nice hat.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
the one you got me,
Yeah.
the dog. The
Got
dog
that one
got
too?
this one too. I was so mad. Don't worry. I get it. I get it another one already. I
Two for
got
two.
this
The
hat
dog.
right now, but I don't know what it is. I guess once it gets a certain amount of like my head sweat smell or something on it, the dog just loves it.
And the dog just smells blood, goes and blacks out, goes
Yeah.
into red.
Yeah, just
You know.
and then decides to eat the brim of my hat. It's stupid.
Well, happy 5 years, gentlemen. I've only been around for a couple. I don't have any whiskey. I just have some water. Doctor's
Me too.
orders.
I was drinking water.
Medication can't
Nothing wrong
combine
with
with
that.
alcohol.
Nothing
So
wrong with that.
sipping a little water.
Mhm.
So cheers. Here's a water toast to Broaxium. I would be remiss
Thanks, brother.
if I didn't want to thank my good friend, Mr. Nick Milkey, for getting that Star Wars tattoo however many years ago he got it. Because had it not been for that tattoo and me noticing that tattoo and us starting to talk Star Wars and him telling me about podcast and telling me about this, and I never would have tuned in on the first podathon and then tuned in on the Sunday night to listen to you guys go off. And man, it's just it's kind of mushy, but my life has changed so much just by seeing that tattoo on Nick's arm. It's just completely
Nick.
opened up
That's awesome.
everything. Star Wars has completely taken on a whole new echelon for me, being able to get in chat rooms like this and get on shows like this with fellow nerds and weird space friends, which is what we are, man. We're just weird space
right.
geeks and nerds, and we all just nerd out together about silly made up characters that are in space and getting mad about it and all that stuff. But it doesn't matter because we're all in it together.
Yeah.
And I've never seen the two of you in person, but the second I do, it's like we've known each other for years, man. And we're having a
Absolutely.
beer, and
That's how
it's
it.
just
Yeah.
crazy.
It's how it always is. Every
crazy.
time I meet everyone in person, you know, Brian, when he came to the Neshaminy Creek brewery, when we did that, we were all just hanging out, talking and just shooting
Right.
the poodoo. And it just, you know,
Exactly.
that's how it is. It's awesome, man. We all
We don't always
like-minded
have to agree
people.
on everything, but we're all good people.
Yeah. And I mean,
know,
I'm
so
just,
it's,
I'm
yeah.
also just blown away that Nick is the genesis of your, you know,
Yes.
introduction into the podcasting and just like community. So that's amazing.
It's
Nick,
crazy.
you
And
hear
then
that?
once we met, we had so many degrees of separation. Like his wife was in my mom's 6th grade class. My mom was his wife's 6th grade teacher, and
Wow.
his best friend in college was one of my best friends in high school. I mean, it was just crazy. And then all these people we knew in the past, and we both loved Star Wars. And then he was like, "You got to check out my podcast." And then we do this other one, and there's these guys on Sunday nights. You got to check them out and jump in the chat. And I didn't know anybody, so it's kind of intimidating when you start commenting in the chat. A bunch of people you don't know.
Yeah.
A couple guys hosting that didn't know me, don't know you, or don't know anybody, and then you're kind of intimidated to type something in there because you're like, oh man, I don't want these people to be like, who's this fucking guy, you know? But it wasn't like that at all. You just jump in the chat and people just I mean, it's just like you just seamless fit. It just goes right. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And
That's
something
what it's all
else that's
about,
cool.
man.
Yeah. Well, something else that's cool is the fact that you're talking about. I love the fact that you can sit there and talk about King of Prussia, and I know exactly where that is. I've been through there several times. I got family in Reading and West Reading, and I've been all up in that area, all Lancaster, Philly, Reading, West Reading, King of Prussia, all that stuff, man, all up in that area. Mount Penn,
galaxy, bro.
Upper Darby, all that stuff in PA, man. I know all through there. So next time I come up there and visit my people in Reading, we're detouring through Philly, wherever the shop is, wherever you guys are. We're sitting somewhere, we're having a drink, we're going to talk Star Wars and laugh and cut up. I'm like, I can't wait till next time I come up that way, just so I can swing through there and meet you guys in person. I did that with Scotty. He lives down in Louisiana. I got friends down there. So I just happened to dip down there and meet up with Scotty in person. And so it was the same way. It was like we'd known each other for years. We just started laughing and cutting up and you know, whatever. So I'm talking a lot, sorry, but
no, Scotty's a great dude, man.
Yeah, all you guys are, man. All of this family is. It's amazing. I couldn't every time, and like I sent Nick a mushy text the other day because it was our 2-year friendiversary, you know, and I was like, man, happy 2-year, you know, because we met on the TV show. They were filming a TV show in Montgomery, and we just happened to be cast as extras in there, standing in line waiting to get, you know the famous Nick mustache. You saw that picture of Nick with his mustache.
Oh, no kidding.
We were waiting in line for him to cut my beard off and give me that same mustache and all that. And he was standing there talking like this, and he had a short sleeve t-shirt on, and I could see the targeting computer tattoo. And I was like, dude, that's sick ink, bro. Like, that's a sick tattoo, man.
You sure there wasn't a couple police officers like standing right there when he was standing?
No, that was it. No, it was just, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was half asleep because the call time was like 6 a.m. And everybody was just asleep, half asleep. And so we just started chit-chatting about Star Wars, and then that was it. We were on a podcast not together, but he had me on podcast and listening, and then I started my own sports podcast, and I rant about sports every week with some friends, and so it just opened up a whole new world of creativity, getting to create videos and graphics for the show, even though it's just for sports nerds and whatnot, but getting to get on my creative side and all this whole new world that just
it's amazing.
That's all it takes, man.
It is, Jeff. It is really amazing how like
because of Star Wars.
Yeah, you get introduced to this world and like realizing that I can do this stuff on like my laptop and plug in a microphone and hook up with some of my buddies and there you go.
Just talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Man. It's just about having fun and connecting with people and about similar interests and all that stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, Nick knows what's up. Gumptown representing. If you know, you know.
And that's it really it's that one question that could like just like span a lifetime friendship, or like you're saying, like get you into all these things. And this is what happened with me and Mick. It was, do you like Star Wars?
Right.
That's all it takes. And then boom, you're off to the races. Unless they start going, and then the prequel sucked, Last Jedi sucked. And I'm like, all right, I'll be over here. But
well, that's funny you say that, because one of the first things Nick and I talked about were the sequels. And, and I was like, what's your opinion of Last Jedi? And I, at the time, was not a fan. But by connecting with Nick and us just having Star Wars conversations and talking about the way he saw it, it opened my eyes to a whole new way of looking at that story.
Beautiful.
And I have big problems with that movie, but I can appreciate the story that's told in there now. And I never would have gotten there had I not connected with this people and all these different levels and comic books. Chris, you sending me my mom comic books to read, like that's just nuts. Like I never would be reading comic books, and suddenly I've got an iPad, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually
going through it.
Damn, it's over, and I got to go to sleep. I want to read another one.
The best
You know,
part
but I
about
work
connecting with other fans is, you know, you get everyone's certain point of view.
Sure,
you just
and it's
get to
amazing.
see-
And the beauty is they're not all the same. They're all different opinions and different ideas and different the way different of us see different things about different shows. And one person may love this show and one person didn't click with, but that's fine.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're all Star Wars people, so
yep,
it's fine.
That's it, man.
So,
I mean, that's the one thing that
guys-
we started the motto on. You know, no hate.
No drama, no hate, no clickbait.
That's right. No drama, no hate, no
drama,
clickbait,
no
man.
hate. That's a great way to be. So I appreciate you guys a lot
I got
more
you, brother.
than I can tell you. The Sunday night shows, Nick said it earlier, the Sunday night football, and then Broaxium at 8.
Hell yeah, man.
And have some cut up, have some laughs. Rope gets laughing where he like can't breathe, and I get laughing.
Yeah.
Listen to Rope laugh. There he is.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he'll
enough.
start laughing to the point where he like can't breathe, and then I'll start laughing at him laughing, and I don't forget what we're laughing at. But
It's pretty
always
infectious.
good. And I messaged you, I think, one time, Dan, and I was like, man, I appreciate y'all doing that. It's just a lighthearted hour to close out the week. So yeah, I'm in a mushy time, man. This is a good time, and my life's been so enriched because of this, and I just couldn't appreciate you guys enough, and all you podcasters that wade through all the BS and continue to deliver good stuff and be positive and be welcoming. I mean, that's what it's about.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Beer's on
All right,
me
man.
when I see you guys soon.
Hell yeah,
See you tomorrow
dude.
night. See you
Tomorrow
tomorrow
night.
night. Yeah. All
See
right,
you
brother.
guys, man. See ya.
All right, man. Good night.
All right,
Well-
we have a video coming in from Scotty and Jerry.
Uh-oh. Here we
'Cause
go.
They're doing their show right now, and they have a video.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I haven't watched it, so hopefully they're nice to
I
us.
feel
We'll
like this
see.
is like a reward show, and now we're getting like call-ins, oh, they couldn't be here tonight, but here's them accepting the reward. Go ahead, play it.
Ready?
Yeah. Love it.
Booyah.
Well, you look at the time that has passed. It has been 5 years since Broaxium has hit the scene, and the world is all the better for it. And I know Scotty sent in his love. I also had to send in my love, and I know we were talking just about how we got to watch the Kenobi premiere, the actual premiere together at Celebration in 2022 back in Anaheim. And it was, oh man, just to have Chris and Dan right there, just sweating and crying and absolutely snotting all over us. Anyway, it was a great time. Love you fellas. Love everyone over there on the crew. Love the whole crew, the whole damn crew, everyone included. Happy 5 years, Broaxium. Love each and every one of you.
The Broaxium fam, what is going on? 5 years! 5 years of this. 5 years of the bros. You know what? I had to reflect on my favorite memory with these guys. I will never forget watching Kenobi with you two at Celebration in Anaheim. Truly, like to my heart, one of the greatest experiences of my life. Never forget watching Dan cry. I'm sure never forget me screaming "Flee" as loud as I could. But I am just so proud to know y'all and to be your friend and to be involved with this podcast community. But mostly to know that we, as a collective and as what we do, are making this space a better place. And it always starts deep down with my Broaxium fam. Stay bomb bad. Congrats, Chris and Dan. I love you both very much.
Dude, that was awesome.
It was awesome, man. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scotty.
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Scotty.
To reflect back on that Kenobi premiere,
Oh.
I mean, the core memory engaged, because like I remember us like walking in the line. We were all just like bunched together. You know, we're just like rushed in with cattle.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot of cattle.
It was tough because like there was all of this cool display stuff from like the show like lined up on both sides.
Yeah,
we're trying to like,
trying to soak all that
get a
shit in.
picture of all of this stuff. And it was just it was like it was awesome, but like at the same time, I felt like we were kind of getting pushed through a little. But like, we did get to see all that cool stuff. And then, man, just sitting there and watching that show, we had great seats for one. We were like up close, a little off to the side, but still like kind of like able. We weren't too far off the side, not too close. So they were pretty good seats. And it was like, I mean, I remember being in the embrace of Jerry and Michael. We call him Mandela Michael. Yeah, Michael McCoy. He's Mandela Mike. And we were just in this just thruple embrace as like pretty much more than half the show, and just holding each other as Kenobi was going on. And yes, I do remember Scotty screaming out "Flea." That's Flea. Famous bass guitarist Flea from
Roke's favorite band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, he was awesome. Flea was great in that.
Yeah. I couldn't hold anyone in an embrace because my arms were full with Kenobi, Pringles.
You were just like watching
Kenobi Frosted Flakes.
You were hugging him like a kid as you're watching the show, just with joy. It's like you had like Pringles cans, and like a couple of them, and just like the boxes. And I ate a box of those Frosted Flakes.
You did. No milk, no nothing.
Chocolate. There's no reason to save it. Like I'll save the box. I save the box. I'll eat that shit.
I haven't emptied it yet. It's still in my kitchen somewhere. I don't even want to know what those flakes look like right now. I'm afraid.
I think it was a year later I ate that box, and they were fine. And I even drank the chocolate milk, and it was delicious. Yeah,
but awesome. That Kenobi premiere was so dope. It was so cool. Like I remember I did collapse onto Modelo Mike when at the end of episode 2, and Riva mentions Lord Vader, and then tells Obi-Wan that Anakin is still alive, and then they show that shot of him, and I was just like, oh, and I just like just Frosted Flake boxes and Pringles just collapsing as I'm doing my thing. Oh man, it was great.
What's funny? I almost like can't remember. Like I know the first 2 episodes, but it was just like I remember more of like what was going on around me than I do like what we actually watched, because it was just the experience of being there with all of my friends. I think was even better like than what was on the screen. Like even though it was Star Wars and that's what we were all watching, and I mean it was just it's crazy. It's just like that's what I remember. It's not what like we were watching. It was just like hanging out and just and then we all met up in the room afterwards, and like we're all just like going off about it.
Yeah,
and it was just a great.
That was one of the highlights.
And we went to Pink Milk afterwards.
Yeah, that was so fun. But like that was like for celebration and Anaheim, panels and all that stuff they had. Cool. That's awesome. It was finally getting to hang out with everyone in the community that that could make it to this thing. It was getting to see everyone for the first time, like IRL and just having a great time, and there was no one that we did not get along with, and I thought that was because I was worried about that. Like being on screen is one thing, in person is another, and everyone was aces. Like when we first not bumped into, we met up with Nick and Pete, and Mandela Mike and everyone that was at that table. Dude, we all gelled like immediately, and I thought that was incredible. I thought that was just great, and it like put my mind at ease. And like, okay, we're all good to go. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome ass weekend, and it definitely.
Yep. That's been the I think to bring the night to a close when it comes to the 5 years that we've been doing this is, like I said, it's not like the treasure It's the friends you make along the way.
Wow.
You know, it's like pirates.
Not wrong.
Yeah. And that's honestly how it's been with me, is just meeting and having all of these friends that like all the same stuff that I like, and every time something comes out, you know, I'm nerding out with you know, Mike about video games, nerding out with you about Star Wars stuff, and all the other friends, and like it's just awesome to have all of those people, you know, come into your life with all of this stuff, and especially with all of the cool collaborated, you know, projects that we've done in the past, and hopefully we'll get to do more in the future. It's been awesome.
Oh yeah. We definitely are. We've only got 5 years, man. Listen, man, we're just getting started. Look, we got new shows coming out. Like I said, next year, like me and Tommy, you know, we got a couple people we coming on to that. Poodoo's going to keep on going strong. The quick shots ain't going to stop, because these comics keep coming out. And
oh yeah,
I love talking about these comics.
And now we've got like all of these people, so it's like you don't have to worry about doing many of the coverage anymore. You know, you've streamlined the process, and you know, you've made it so much easier on yourself, and actually it's better, because the way that people operate now on their phones, and how, you know, the instant gratification, you know, we keep a minute and getting more views on them, and people actually really like them, and honestly, a good preview should only be about a minute. You're not telling too much, and you're drawing people in.
Spoil nothing. Yeah,
that's always been our crown jewel. And speaking of new content, like I obviously with the child, my doing stuff has been limited, but as soon as things start to get as the kid starts to get a little more manageable, not being able to do anything, you know, when he's just doing stuff by himself, and I could find like a little more time.
So
reading
like
Reading Rainbow. It's coming back.
Like high school graduation, we're talking?
Probably like in another 5 years. No, I'm just kidding. 18 years. Another 18 years.
Yeah.
No, but right now he's just so he can't do anything. Like he needs me to hold him all the time, and like he's a baby.
Yeah,
when he's maybe a little toddler, I can just keep him in a pen. Just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but Reading Rainbow is something that I definitely want to bring back into the fold, where I'm going to do it solo, except for big issues. You know, where I will assemble a cast like I did last time to do it. But I'll be covering all of the past issues and doing like basically a table read, doing all the voices and showing you the panels and the pictures and all that stuff. It'll be fun. A lot of fun.
Looking forward to it, bro.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, man. So on that, I guess we will call it a night.
Yep.
And like I said, I want to thank everyone who's come out, you know, to talk with us and to celebrate our 5 years with us. And like I said, like I always say, every time we get a little further, I'm like, we're just getting started. We're still just getting started for sure. We have a way to go. Like I'll tell you real quick. I remember when we put out the first quick shot, I was upset because I'm like, why aren't we getting them Star Wars Explained numbers? You know, like, why are we getting 100,000 views? This is ridiculous. And then I had to finally like temper my expectations and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But when I finally learned what the algorithm was all about, but it's not just about getting the views and whatnot. You know, it's always about getting people to dig these Star Wars comics. That's the goal. And it always, like, you know, puts a smile on my face when someone says, like, you know, they're reading, you know, these things because of what they saw that, you know, that we've done, you know, with the quick shots. You know, I haven't been able to smile like that with Nick or Pete, but
I know, man. Poor guys.
They need to anyway. But it's been amazing. It's been amazing, and I want to keep trying with them. I'm gonna keep trying. But we're gonna keep this thing going, man. Broaxium ain't going nowhere. We're doing our thing. We're expanding, and we're gonna keep it up going, man. No drama, no hate, no clickbait.
That's right.
That's all about. All right.
Alrighty.
Everyone, thanks everyone for coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And may the force be with you.
Always.